Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you have not booked in for the winter solstice alignment activation, you are going to miss out. Get on that as soon as possible. I've already started laying the energetic groundwork for it here in September, so that when we get to December 21st, it is going to be supercharged. It's going to totally set you up for the year ahead. I'm super excited about it. With that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. Oh, I've got itchy nose. So, your destiny card for the week ahead. What is the overarching energy or theme? And this week you get the High Priestess. You must trust your intuition this week, right? And it's not just about trusting your intuition, it's about allowing things to be revealed to you. This week you may find yourself coming across information that you, not necessarily that you weren't supposed to have, but information that you haven't been privy to could be making its way across your ears this week. And the feeling that I'm getting from this, before I even go anywhere with the High Priestess, she's actually saying to me, whatever it is that you learn this week is for your ears only. Usually it's a secret that comes to light, or it's a hidden thing that's revealed. Sometimes it can be an object, sometimes it's something that we've lost. But what she's specifically telling me this week is the information that is being given to you this week is for your ears and for your ears only. And the message on the card actually reads, darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. Right, so this week you're learning a big secret, right? And this, it could potentially be quite explosive for somebody else. Keep it stum, right? This is information for you and for you only. Let's give it some context. Let's see what she's trying to tell you, or what she's trying to forewarn you about. And this week you get, and it feels like it's there, the Emperor. So this could be about a boss, it could be about a father figure, it could be somebody that is in a position of authority either over you or around you. You could be learning something about them this week, and actually the word that I'm hearing is humanize. You could see something or learn something about an authority figure this week that actually humanizes them. So you look at them and say, do you know what, usually you're a bit of a bleep, but actually now that I see, what's happening for you behind the scenes, I start to understand why some of the behaviors that you're exhibiting are not necessarily the best way that you could behave or should behave, right? And I hate that word. We never tell anyone what they should or shouldn't do, but if this person has been acting like a bit of a jerk or a bit of a moron, you will, this week you'll learn something about them, about their personal life possibly, that really has you look at them and say, wow, okay, if you've been dealing with all of that, I kind of understand why you are so difficult. So the other thing with the Emperor card as well, as an insight, as a direction card, it asks you to look at the institutions that you're aligned with, the institutions that you're tied to. So they say your work speaks for who you are. Well, sometimes the people or the institutions, like the people that you work for, the company you work for, the governing body that you're aligned with or signed up to, sometimes they speak for us because we're aligned with them. My advice to you this week is, any way that you can, extract yourself from that thought process of guilty by association. It's almost like this week you're going to want to separate yourself from some kind of group, institution, company, something of that nature that you're going to want to separate yourself from this week. So your insight card, what's going on behind the scenes? You've got the Empress, right? So look at this. You're the only sign this week, so far anyway, that's got all majors, right? Obviously the first one is because it's a destiny card, but you've got all major cards across the board, which is absolutely beautiful. The Empress and the Emperor are a mated pair, right? So for some of you, you could be learning something about a couple, you could be learning about an affair that's taking place, you could be If you're in that kind of energy yourself, I would be very, very wary this week, because the High Priestess takes no prisoners. When she reveals something, she reveals it, right? It doesn't, go beyond that. It could be that, like I said, though, for some of you, you're learning about an affair this week. You could be kind of looking at that, because they're a mated pair. You've got the Emperor here and the Empress. Now, on as an insight card, the Empress is basically saying to you, how do you move in line with what it is that you truly want? This is a week for you to discover through your intuition where your best steps lie. Like, it's almost like saying, where are my blessings? Where are they? This week you've got to feel them out. You won't be able to just, find them. You've got to go through the High Priestess in order to gain your blessings, right? So that's on a personal level. Then, just these two together, right? This is really interesting, because it's about growth. It's about creation. When you get masculine and feminine energy come together, and these are the archetypal masculine and feminine energies, that's when you get growth. What happens when you pour water onto the earth? You get growth, right? The Emperor represents Aries, so he's fire. Then you've got the Empress, who represents earth, so she is, earth and fire bring my desire. What is it that you want this week? What is it that you want to create? More importantly, where do you feel like you could put the most energy? Where do you feel like putting your energy would give you the most reward, would give you the most benefit? Like, what is it in your life now that will require your effort? Because wherever you put that effort this week, the chances are you will really get some wonderful reward for it. Very interesting set of cards indeed. So your word message this week, sorry, I've got no board, is to soar, right? So when you think of soar, or when I think of soaring, I think of a bird, just flying free, total liberation, like flying and soaring across the sky. Now, with this kind of creative, potent creative energy, there is a real chance for you to do that this week. There is a real chance for you to get ahead in some way, shape or form. Now, it could be that this tidbit of information that you're learning puts you ahead in some way, shape or form. The only thing that I'll say to you is, you have got the Emperor there, so I was going to say don't use it for selfish or nefarious purposes. Cut out the selfish bit, but don't use it for nefarious purposes. Like, don't go into that blackmail sort of energy, but definitely use it as a self-directed and self-focused energy. You could be learning something this week that could really put you ahead. Utilize that energy to the best of your ability. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.